Yep. All right. That's okay. What's up? What's up with it? 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 Oh, it's too. Well, I can sort of read it. It says it's 1 a.m. here in the UK. I'm so glad UB announced that he'd been streaming. Otherwise, I'd have been asleep. Welcome Tanner. Welcome Bin Squirrel. Looks like it's just the two of yous so far. I'll wait a little bit for other people to show up and maybe make this couch closer. I don't know. This is not the most comfortable streaming setup. Well, welcome everyone. We're going to stream some more roastings of these tracks because apparently there's a fuck ton more submissions, of course, for me to get through. Once again, the remix contest closes on Monday, so please submit tomorrow night at before 11:59 PST PM to be considered. And then my album comes out on Monday. Holy shit. Wow. Okay, so let's roast the shit out of these tracks, starting with Bin Squirrel. This is a very disturbing piece of cover art that Bin Squirrel made. If you guys can't see, it's me multiplied on every self-checkout terminal with a grocery bag that says "I love you" underneath. First off, I would never say that to anyone, and especially not in the context of grocery shopping. But anyways, here's Bin Squirrel. Let's hear it.
Self-checkout.
Unexpected item in bagging area.
Oh,
Unexpected item in bagging area.
That's fucking dramatic.
Unexpected item in bagging area.
Okay, so check it. It's okay, just a few viruses coming in with the stems, no problem. Oh yeah, in Denver, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Oh no, Concord. Sorry. Well, it's not relevant Guys, just use your own fucking samples, bro. I'm sick of hearing my own shit. She's sick of hearing my own shit. Just do your own thing. It's all good. Starting to lose a little focus here.
I think we can hear you.
We're in a basement apartment right now. People upstairs are probably like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm just telling them they got to submit their remix before July 6th at 11:59 PST. Anyways, that was Ben Squirrel with his self-checkout, his or her, they, non-binary Squirrel self-checkout remix. Very disturbing vocal sample at the very beginning. Brought back a lot of dark memories in grocery stores all across the world. Really cool switch ups, especially in the first half of the track. Super choppy and glitched out. I love the double time feel. Towards the second half, though, we lose a little focus. It kind of doesn't feel like we're sure of what's going on here, and then just kind of nonchalantly drop that booty bass, and as a result, whatever tension that you could have created by holding off on dropping it was lost a little bit. And so it kind of lost me in the second half there. It was a little all over the place, but I did love the glitchiness and disturbing vocal sample at the very beginning. Just to explain it here, the stems made me want to make UK garage. Okay, yep, definitely got a UK vocal chop there. All right, let's keep it going with Sourdough. I apologize if a vibe or two slipped in there. Damn right. Very uncomfortable streaming position. I'm sorry, guys. Hey. Hey. Spread eagle. No, there's an option when you live stream where you can select, yes, it's made for kids. No, it's not made for kids. And so I was thinking of bringing in the K through 12 audience by, saying, yes, it's made for kids, but giving them a little spread eagle. Oh man, I'm probably gonna get canceled for that. Nice knowing you guys. Something feels a little unfocused here. I'm gonna skip through this. It doesn't seem like, yeah. It doesn't seem that the problem there was, I think you did a good job sort of restructuring, repurposing the sounds in the original, but it just felt a little all over the place and unfocused. And I just wish there was a little bit more cohesion there. One thing, by the way, that I'm generally noticing with these remixes is that you guys are using way too much of the original. Most of them sound really, really close to the original. And you can, please, you can afford to make it sound pretty fucking different. Like, at least if it's at least somewhat recognizable, then we're in the money. I mean, if it just ended up being like, I don't know, fucking 2 Chainz, tropical rhythm, country step song, then yeah, I would say maybe this guy didn't make this song for the remix contest and he just wanted to get roasted. Yeah, it's like dubstep meets country.
That's what they play in hell. And
ska. And Bonda. But yeah, you guys can afford to really push it. So don't be afraid to. All right, I'm giving it a big old yes, and let's keep it going. Drop feels awkward, but let me know how it sounds. Okay. What the fuck? Why is this grounding? Ugh. Whatever. It goes away when I unplug the. No, this is original. It's good. Paul, you're in a bed. Thanks for bringing that back, Softy. Hey, thank you, Freedom. Thanks for coming through, man.
I wrote a pretty album. Listen to my pretty album. It comes out on Monday. Please listen to my album.
Please.
Please.
Please. If you listen to my album, I'll buy you a Subway. Please listen to my album. Okay, so that was GVO with his allegedly drum and bass remix. Didn't sound very drum and bass, to be honest, but it was very cool. I really like how you repurposed the original stuff. A little janky there, but around here, I thought that was really strong. So it's a really good example of, you know, very clearly using the original source material, but, you know, turning that into his own allegedly drum and bass thing. His or they's drum and bass thing. My only qualm is that it feels a little disjointed. Like, for example, the transition from your very pretty ambient intro to that was a little weak. That was cool. Also cool. Yeah. I just feel like the transitions could be a little bit more elegant, because it would make the whole thing flow or sound more cohesive. But it's a really interesting reinterpretation of the original. Sick. Let's keep going. Softy, my man. Okay, here we go.
They can't hear me, as in like we can't hear you, or like we don't want to hear you. We can't be having you on the mic.
They can and will hear. Cool. Pretty. That was Softy with the minimal self, and very much indeed it was minimal. I like the main musical idea that how you sort of restructured the rhythm of the chord, so you just made it go like womp 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 right on the downbeats of each measure. So I like that main musical idea. I liked how it was short and sweet. I think because you sped up everything, including the drums, and the drums were already super busy with lots of, crazy hi-hats and shit, that I decided to actually bake into one stem, so you couldn't actually separate the kick and the snare from the hi-hats. The hi-hats ended up sounding really, really fast and kind of all over the place because the tempo got sped up so much. And then with regards to the minimalism, I like it, although I did, I was missing a little bit of booty bass, to be honest. Just some sort of extra little bit of heaviness to progress the composition. But other than that, it was a solid, minimal attempt. Agree, disagree?
Maybe he didn't want to drop that booty bass.
Well, I mean, I'm not asking you to go full on womp womp bro step situation, but Chad step, right? But a little bit, just to sort of bolster the low end a little bit, just to progress it.
I would have liked more original sounds, not just yours.
Yes, that too. So once again, just bringing in some more of that original softy aesthetic would be very nice. But thank you for submitting. All right. Give me a nice big old yes, and let's keep it going. Matthias, please forgive my vibes. I love this. I love the culture that I have created.
That's my joke. You're welcome.
There you go. Taking credit for your shit again, babe. Scary. You're at the jazz club and the K just hit. You're at the jazz club and the K just hit. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. K's and ketamine.
Why are you shaking?
That's you, babe. Wow. major MIDI cringe, bro. Oh man. Weather report, bring Jan Hammer over. Weather report? Oh, it's like the Timberland crowd, jazz, the Jack stories and shit. Yeah, those were the good days. When you were non-existent. Alright, cool. So that was, that was the Matthias Bolter remix. Wow. So, damn. So in terms of my broader point about welcoming the use of more original material in the remixes, fucking nailed it, man. I mean, definitely a clear resemblance to the original source material, but plenty of your own trippy, jazzy flavor that would make even Jan Hammer proud. So I got plenty of these jazzy Weather Report meets Ketamine and the Jazz Club vibes. Somewhat unfocused and a little too trippy for its own good, in my opinion, in the middle half. And then we definitely get a healthy dose of MIDI cringe towards the end. But in terms of just how far you reinterpreted the original and introduced your own flavor to it, I commend that. I mean, that's very strong. Definitely one of the most original submissions that I've gotten so far. So a nice big old yes to you, Matthias.
Like when somebody's a musician first and they start producing.
Yes. Yeah. So very clear, strong jazz background with you, my friend. But basically, if you're using Logic, get the fuck out of there.
I don't agree.
or use Logic. Fine. Just download Sweet Serum. Download some Spitfire Labs.
How much does Ableton Standard cost? More than Logic.
It does, but it's free for 6 months now. You can use it for free for 6 months.
Okay.
It's pretty fucking sick.
You should be a lawyer.
All right, so that was Dave. Or no, that was Matthias. I don't know. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce your name. I don't fucking know. Next, we got Dave Bean E.G. Wen. Okay. All right. Bring it on, Dave.
Hi.
Jesus fucking Christ. I got to outlaw. The use of that sound.
I'm Undergo. Today, I released a song
I feel like I can almost kill
called
her.
Self-Checkout, which is the third single off my debut album, Machine Yearning.
That doesn't sound like you? Oh my god.
Sounds like this.
Bring him down here.
but sort of like how jazz phrases us every night. Take a listen. Sounds like quite nice. Quite nice. Quite nice. Okay, thanks for watching. Wonder Belly, have a great day.
Dave, you didn't have to go that hard.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking sick, bro.
Wow.
Damn. So despite having my vocal sample, which, you know, otherwise would be an immediate disqualifier, it's definitely one of the strongest, if not the strongest submission we've gotten so far in terms of just sheer production quality, detail, effort. I mean, so fully realized, so much musical content, really high quality sounds, really dope interpretation of the original. You know, definitely doesn't fall into the trap of just reordering the original stems, like, you know, creates its own universe. So really, really excellent work. It's hard for me to critique it because it's so good. Do you have any thoughts, babe?
Can't wait to see you on Andrew Huang's
Yeah.
Producers One Sample.
Producers One Sample. Hi guys, Andrew Huang.
Oh my Damn.
Hi guys, Andrew Huang.
Oh
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I mean, if I had to critique it, I think the main section with the crazy wumpus, you know, insane neuro sound design that you got going on, it was fucking awesome the first time. I am not sure if it needed to happen the second time, because you have this really beautiful breakdown right here, like, super crazy. Yeah, really crazy detailed section here. Breakdown. So you start breaking down at like the 2-minute mark, right? And then you have this really beautiful midsection. And then you start. Okay, you go back to it about a minute and a half later, almost 2 minutes later, right? So a pretty long amount of time was spent breaking down and going into your sort of beautiful, vibey, ambient piece. And so by that point, I sort of expected, hey, maybe we've learned a little bit more along the way. Maybe we're going to go to just a completely new section here that is, I hate to say it, more vibey than Wampy. And that's not quite what happened there, right? We went pretty much immediately back to more or less the same section as before. Plus, you have this lead here. I mean, there's just a lot going on. And I wonder what it would sound like if instead of going back to that, super hard Wumpus section, you actually, went on your own, vibey Dave journey and just chilled it out a little bit, maybe until the end. And that way, you would still have super hard Wumpus, of course, but be able to explore a little bit of your own world. And maybe the composition would actually be shorter, which is another thing I feel like it might be. Like even with the sheer amount of musical content available here, it still might be a little long. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Sick.
do you think?
Yeah. What do you think?
Cool. Riveting. Thanks for sharing.
But yeah, it's still by far one of the best remixes we've gotten. So I am very proud of you, Dave. You did a great job.
Oh no.
What?
Frog Dad says I give up.
Oh, Frog Dad, don't give up quite yet. Okay, we still got to get to you.
That's a good submission.
Okay, well,
That's a real solid one.
I'm very excited to hear it, Froggy. All right, let's keep it going. Arrow Knight. I was working on a remix, but then did this instead. Oh, this is just for fun, though. A proper one will follow. Okay, well.
We love to have fun.
Yeah, I love to have fun. It's such a great use of my time.
It's so hard to believe that. The plugs in your arms and head are gone. Your hair has changed. Your appearance now is what we call residual self-checkout. It's the mental projection of your digital self.
I don't get it.
How do you define your generation?
Okay, so it's just my song with a vocal sample over the top. Guys, this is not lo-fi. You can't get away with that shit here. All right, Twanner, you're up next. Nice cover art.
Those moments that
Thank you. Thank you, Amy.
Lord.
I want to see if the stream is still okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. Snare could be a little tighter. Something quick. Yeah. Hello, beautiful pixel. You guys didn't see that. All right, so that was Twanner with his remix Sick. So clearly Twanner knows a thing or two about music theory because the chord reharmonizations with this one were very strong. Just the way you took the musical material and just kind of swept the rug from underneath and added your own reharmonization and chord progressions was really solid. Very nice dancey, housey vibe. I do feel as though some of the sound selection could have been a little stronger in the drums. So for example, instead of doing that sort of trap reverbed out snare, I would have done something a little snappier or quicker. So like a clap, snap, something like that. Because it does take up a lot of space. That's the snare that you picked. And we want to sort of minimize the amount of space that is being taken up, and especially in sort of that housey section there, because it's just going to make everything sound snappier, stronger, punchier in the mix. I'm talking about this snare right over here, my friend. Yeah. It feels a little big. And I don't think you need the cymbals over the top either. Like the white noise kind of, once again, takes up a lot of space, and space is very, it's prime real estate. It's free real estate. In your drops, you want to minimize the amount of space taken up. It's free real estate. I'm tired of carrying around these keys, Jim. Okay, if you get that reference, I commend you.
Dad's album.
What's up?
That's Frog Dad's album
Where?
on the SoundCloud link.
Oh, fuck yeah. Hey, for those of us who don't know, Frog Dad, very active, lovable member of the Discord, put out an album very recently, actually yesterday. Yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And it's very dope. Highly recommend you guys check it out. Anyways, good stuff, Twinner. All right. Wow. Damn. Look at this cover art. Special remix, fun, go, new.
I thought it said sad.
It's fun, sad. Ray gets it. Cool. So that was a very funky, spacey, disco-y Odyssey with JH International. Wow. So very funky, dancey, disco-friendly. Got that old school vibe, which I really like. Good use, good balance of using the original source material and also bringing your own funky flavor. One place where I felt it could have been a little stronger is managing the continuous 4-on-the-floor disco groove through the different changes. So for example, a lot of the times you kind of go into my main chord progression, the womp, 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 and then the groove stops to accommodate that, and then we sort of lose that dancey disco flavor as a result. So maybe there was a way to sort of make it more continuous and consistent throughout, but still pretty solid and very original. So nice one, JH International. Nice big old yes for you. All right, let's keep it going. Charles the Cat. Aw, Kit Kat. Let's hear it. This link, not the upload, should be the latest version of the track. Well, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna listen to this. What? All right. I'm making me download some shit. But it's it's also in an OGG format. He's making me work too hard. It's okay. It's okay, really. It's fine. Wow. Damn. That was crazy. So that was really good. Obviously, it's not a full track. It's very, very lightly reminiscent of my song. It feels like something completely different. Like I caught maybe like one or two sounds that were from the original. So as a result, it's kind of hard for me to classify it as a remix. So this is one of the very few rare cases where I felt it was maybe too different from the original. But what we did here was super dope on its own. I think you should definitely finish this track because it's fucking dope. So thank you, Charles. And wow, look at that. Holy shit. Somebody made that shit. That's really cool.
What can't Dave do?
What can't Dave do?
Dave, I need a haircut. Do you cut hair?
Damn. Give this a nice big old yes. Fuck yeah.
Wow.
It's really cool. All right. Aquan. Let's hear it. Fractured Ambient Mix. I'm guessing this is going to have quite the high vibe to Blunt I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Harper. 229 euros. Thank you, Harper. I really appreciate that. Cool. So that was Aquan. Fractured Ambient definitely sums it up. So very high vibe to wump ratio, pure vibe, really cool sounds. Just personally, I don't have the patience pretty much ever for ambient music.
I think they did what they set out to do, just judging by the name.
Yeah.
I think they did a good job at what I think they were trying to do.
I agree. So really cool sounds, really cool ambience. It's just, I guess it really just boils down to personal preference and sort of my, speaking of fractured ambient, my fractured attention span.
I think they took the song that you made, obviously, in the style that you like, and made it into something that they're probably familiar with making, and I think they did a good job of that.
Agreed. Well, thank you, Aquan. Cool. Give you a nice big old yes for this, and let's keep it going. Dilly, very epic remix contest.
I thought it said oily.
Oh, oil. That's a pretty good DJ name. Oil. Oh, thank you, Harper. Appreciate that, man.
Self-checkout.
Unexpected item in bagging area. Remove this
Not
item
again.
before
Not again. That's how we argue as a couple.
What if we just diss each other?
Maybe just like an hour and 15 minutes. That's 2 hours. Alright, let's skip ahead. Wow. Holy guacamole. Oh, nice. Nice. Damn, that's a lot of fucking OTT on that master, bro. So, very high, very low vibe to wump ratio. Definitely quite high on the wumps, and I appreciate that. It just felt like the main drop was a little over compressed, a little too thick of a sausage for me, which I rarely ever say. But it just felt like a little too over compressed, a little too OTT'd, a little too squashed, because also it felt like it was quieter than the intro section. So we just played that back a little bit.
Unexpected item in bagging area. Remove this item before continuing.
Yeah, like that. It's like quieter than the previous section, right? Am I crazy?
Do it again.
Unexpected item in bagging area. Remove this item before continuing.
Doesn't it feel like too quiet or something? Yeah.
To keep the sense of time a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. Something to keep the sense of time. Just because we get the unexpected item in bagging area, and just like real life, it's a huge downer. and then the kind of the drop feels a little disjointed from everything else. But maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, I appreciate your submission, Mr. Dilly, and I'm gonna keep going. What do we got next? Rhino Betatron. Let's hear it. Do we have to shit? I gotta listen to this fucking track. Can you handle them? You can handle them, right? I don't know, just talk about it, just answer questions. Let me get through this one and then. What? No, I'm gonna listen to this and I'm gonna pause it and thank you, baby. Apparently, there's a guy named Bhagwan that submitted this remix of my song. For those of you who don't know, Bhagwan is another name for Osho, who was a guru / cult leader in the 80s in Oregon. If you guys haven't seen Wild Wild Country, highly recommend it. One of the most disturbing documentaries I've seen in my life. The cat one, yeah, Don't Fuck with Cats is also really bad, but irresistible. Alright, that was Rhino Betatron with his remix. Cool drum and bass intro, followed by a nice IDM glitched out second B section. Really clean, nice sound design, good mix. I mean, I don't really have much bad to say about it. I think it was well done. It didn't really stand out to me as maybe as much as some of the other submissions because it's pretty similar to a lot of drum and bass and IDM that I've heard. But in terms of working in that style, I think you executed it quite nicely.
I counted 45 more.
There's 45 more fucking
This so far.
45 more submissions after this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. That is not good. Okay, well, can we go through like 10 more?
Yeah.
All right. Because the rice is still cooking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I could take out the chicken and defrost that. Here we go. What's up? Oh, pissed.
Where?
Yeah. Better out than in, I always say. Oh, we've already heard this one. Oh, he extended it. Gotcha. Solid back. Yeah, for streaming. Maybe you need another pillow. Oh. Whoa. Say, bro. Okay, so that was Johnny Boy with his very, very sexy, smooth self-checkout remix. Yeah, so definitely one of those submissions where you're clearly working with the source material, but fully realized in your own style and fashion. What's up? I have to whisper my feedback. Very soulful. With Johnny.
Is this you being seductive?
Okay, so very nice, very jazzy, very sexy. I don't really have much bad to say. I mean, maybe it could have been a little bit more focused, a little bit higher production, mixing quality, whatever. But honestly, it's fine. I think it was pretty solid. Cool. Don't really have anything bad to say for you, Johnny. So let's keep it going. Yaley. All right.
Sit tight and don't say a word.
Darling, do you want to know what I think?
You know days bring me roses.
I thought we were gonna fucking drop.
You know, too few ladies bring me roses these days.
What did you say your name was?
Alright, I'm gonna skip through this. I'm sorry.
On your feet.
It's very spooky. Lots of cool glitches and sound design. It's just like the arrangement and sort of the sheer amount of glitchiness was a bit much for me. Like, for example, you had that build, drop the fat booty bass, and then I thought, okay, we're going to go into the groove now. But it never seemed to happen, and then we got another vocal chop, and then I tuned out. So, just a matter of refining the arrangement and getting to the point of the song more quickly, and sort of just speeding along the process of taking us through the story of the song. Otherwise, very cool, spooky vibe. So nice big old yes for you, Yaley. And then let's keep it going. Nitroaniline. I think we heard your version maybe a while back, but apparently you finished it, so let's hear it. Did you hear this one, dude? Yeah. Guitar's a little loud there, my friend. Could use some soothe on that, my friend. It is really cool. Wow. All right, so that was Nitroaniline's finished version. So really cool, crispy, very Cohen sound-esque drum glitches and fills combined with very nice guitar work over the top. It's just the difference between the two elements is what's a little maybe too striking. So the guitar is a little loud. It's very clean and not glitched out at all. Contrasting that with the very, very crunchy, crispy drums and what have you underneath. So maybe turn down the guitar, add a little bit more glitch to it, and maybe kill the crisp on the rest of the track. So one way to really nicely cut the resonant peaks in a song is to use something like Soothe, which I was turned on to recently by my boy Bill and also you. Yeah.
I thought you knew.
I had no idea what Soothe did.
Oh.
Yeah, but Soothe is a really nice plugin, very good at reducing resonant peaks in the high end of tracks, so I highly recommend you check it out. Anyways, nice big old yes for Nitroaniline. Let's see, let's do a few more, and then we're gonna dip so I can take a shit. Oh my god. This is really something.
What is that?
Somebody managed to make this piece of artwork of my face. It's pretty disturbing, to be honest. This is like the Scream or some shit.
You thought the joke was on me for having a desk job sitting in a cubicle, but people don't do this to me. I have health insurance, and you have this.
Yeah, I would rather take health insurance, but I'll take this too. This is what I can get. All right, so let's keep it going. I didn't buy it. It's like 200 pounds. think the demo is free. I don't think the full thing is free. Cool. Yeah, it was good.
I thought it was gonna go to another section.
Yeah, it felt a little short. Jesus Christ, the fucking cover art with some of these. Yeah, it felt a little short, but I mean, it was a solid beat. It just, could have been developed more. So let's keep it going. We got the Chopx remix.
The last one was good though. I liked where it was. I liked where it was going.
Yeah.
Where it was headed.
Me too. I think I roasted this already. I think you just turned up the volume of the mix. Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead because I already roasted this basically. It's a nice, nice kind of really active IDM-y glitchy drums. Very chill vibe. I think what I said earlier still stands. It just could have used a little bit more development. I think more variation of the drums would have been nice. It's a little clicky. So maybe some harder snare occasionally or reverbed out clap or something like that to sort of spice it up. But it's a solid track. I'm going to give you a nice big old yes. Okay, let's keep it going. Facade Flip. First ever remix.
What's a Mr. Krabs type beat?
Let's watch Nathan For You, baby. There's a very good Nathan For You meme.
That is the president's plan.
So fucked up.
It would be funny if it was parody, but it's not.
All right, I'm gonna skip through this. This is clearly somebody's first remix attempt, and yep, it is. So I mean, first off, I want to commend you for your first attempt and submitting that to the Discord, and I'm glad that I got to inspire you to pursue your production journey. It is a little rough around the edges, a little bit minimal. That distortion chop that you had at the end wasn't quite working in for me, but I do appreciate the attempt, and I'm glad that you are part of this community, Facade.
I think they did better than if they were. Hello? If. Why do you look like that? Then if they just took the stems and kind of switched it around a little bit and said, this is my first remix. I think they did more than that. And I think it was. They put more creative effort than that.
Yeah, 100%.
And that was good.
Yep, so I commend that. All right, let's keep going. Nights previous. Oh. Yep. Shout out to anyone who it's 3 a.m. for right now. think this is the last one. Yeah, I think I'm built for now. It's 40 more. 35 more. Should have fuck, bro. Johnny, as long as you credit me, if you just call it, I mean, if it's a remix, just call it Self Jeff Got Remix and put my artist name in the title for like as a collab on Spotify. But as long as you like don't make too much money off of it and you credit me, we're all good. I'm gonna skip ahead here. Wow, I mean the volume disparity between the drops and the breakdowns here is quite striking. Drops felt nice though. It's just the volume disparity was like really kind of jarring. But nice future bassy drop. Wow, okay. This is a really cool cover art, man. Some good graphic design here. I gotta hit you guys up. Oh my god, some trance shit. I don't like the MIDI woodland. Sorry. Woodland. How many did we do in the session? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This is 21. It's not bad. But then we need 2 more hours, or like more than 2 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna skip.
People are gonna submit last minute.
Yeah, a lot of people are gonna submit last minute. So yeah, sorry. I'm kind of distracted because I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna manage this before Monday.
Before Monday?
Well, I'm gonna roast day of probably. I don't know how it's gonna work. But the point is, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more ruthless because we have just so many to go through. So, I'm I'm just gonna keep going. So next up we have Sem. I'm gonna do one more, and then we're gonna be done today. Abstract Backpack, that was solid. I liked the sax, although it just felt a little too MIDI cringe for me. The actual melody was good though. What's up? Oh yeah, hit up Waterstream. He's got real sax. That would be
The self-checkout machine.
a good tip.
It is quick and easy. Check out books. Return books. The self-checkout machine.
Alright, I'm gonna skip ahead through this. Okay. So this is a really solid remix attempt. It's very high, ticks all the boxes for drum and bass. It's just the thing is it's very hard for me to hear drum and bass and be like, okay, that was truly original. That wasn't like any other drum and bass I'd ever heard. It just ends up being a little formulaic after a while. So it's a really solid remix attempt, and I think you did a great job. It's a good drum loop, all that. It just doesn't really stick out to me as much as some of the other tracks out there. It's tough to push a genre like drum and bass forward. But anyways, let's fuck it. I promise. Let's do one or two more, and then we're gonna be out of here. Monster cat shit. I'm gonna announce them. right, that was pretty solid. That was Bakabite with Self Checkout and his remix. So definitely got that very strong EDM Monster Cat, super hard bass vibes. Very well put together with regards to the sound design, arrangement, mixing. The main bass riff sounds pretty much exactly the same as Chicken Soup by Skrillex and Abstract. It's like exactly the same, which kind of turns me off of it, to be honest, because it's just so similar. But in terms of, once again, all the technical aspects, it was really strong. The only sort of technical thing that I think could have been improved was this. In this breakdown, you keep the bass going. So you would expect that it sort of filters out or fades out and sort of out of time with everything else here. Just a small technical thing. Otherwise, professionally, mix-wise, sound design-wise, it's very solid. Cool. So nice big old yes for you, Bakabite. And what? Baka? Oh yeah. That means stupid. Right. Bakanet. All right. Cool. Cool. Thank you guys for being here. I'm probably gonna have to stream again tomorrow. See you tomorrow, guys. Have a good one. Happy 4th.
Oh no.
Or not. Death to America. Who knows? We'll find out.
None of people live in America
Yeah.
because they're all complaining that it's 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Cool. Later, guys. Peace.